Okay, so imagine your phone lights up in the dead of night, but it's this notification that you can't swipe away because apparently an advanced predictive algorithm has just flagged your profile with like 99% certainty. And it's telling you that tomorrow at exactly 8:14 p.m., you are going to commit a violent crime. So you sit up and you've got that cold glow of the screen just kind of reflecting in your eyes. It says it's a Class A felony, but it doesn't actually tell you the victim, or the motive, or even the weapon. Literally just the exact time your life will end. Well, as you know it at least. You tell yourself it's just a glitch, right? Like a case of mistaken identity in this endless sea of digital noise. But then, as you're staring into the darkness of your bedroom, this cold realization sort of sets in. This system, it's never wrong. It's like, imagine you walk into the bathroom and just look at yourself in the mirror. You know you're a good person. You're a quiet neighbor, a reliable employee, and you're standing there wondering, are you really capable of monstrous violence? Or is the machine seeing a version of you that just hasn't been born yet? The most terrifying prison isn't, well, it's not made of steel anymore. It's made of data, and it's built silently around you, like before you've even broken a law. And right now, I don't know, it really feels like those invisible walls are just kind of closing in. It's like you try to sleep, but that uncertainty just sort of gnaws at your mind. You start thinking, what could possibly happen tomorrow to push you over the edge? And every single hypothetical scenario playing in your head, it just slowly chips away at your sanity. So morning comes, and you try to just stick to your routine, right? Like you're hoping that a little normality will somehow break this algorithm spell. But then you actually arrive at your office building, and your key card just blinks red. So you're obviously pretty confused, right? You walk over to the coffee shop across the street just to, I don't know, kind of gather your thoughts. But then you go to pay, and your payment is instantly declined. You look down, and there's this message on the terminal. It just reads, "Account frozen." And then, right under that, "Pre-crime risk protocol initiated." Quote, so you realize the algorithm isn't just predicting your future, it's actively orchestrating it. By taking away your money, your job, your access to society, it is just methodically stripping away your stability. So imagine you're driving home, and you're just in a panic. The traffic is crawling. Then a car swerves, aggressively, into your lane, nearly running you right off the road. And your heart just spikes. You grip the steering wheel until your knuckles turn white. And you kind of think, is this it? Is Asterix this the road rage incident that ruins your life? Because all of a sudden, every minor frustration just feels like a loaded gun. But you swallow your anger, and you make it home. It's now 7:30 p.m., which leaves just 44 minutes until the exact moment the AI claims you're going to, well, destroy a life. So to kind of calm your nerves, you decide to cook. You pull out this heavy stainless steel kitchen knife to chop some vegetables, but then you kind of just stare at the blade in your hand. It's cold, it's heavy, and suddenly it's just terrifying. So suddenly there's this violent pounding at your front door. Someone is shouting, completely incomprehensibly from the other side, just throwing their weight against the wood. And the frame actually kind of groans under the impact. If an algorithm pushes you to the brink of madness, if it basically strips you of your life and corners you until you finally, snap, did it actually predict your future? Or did it write it? So you refuse to play the game. Yeah, you place the knife down on the counter and sort of back away, just raising your empty hands. Right, but the knocking, it only gets louder. just more frantic. Quote, I mean, if you just zoom out for a moment, this isn't just about you in this kitchen. We're really standing on the precipice of this era where entire justice systems could just be outsourced to cold code. I mean, we're building a society where innocence is no longer a moral state of being. It's simply a statistical probability now, just updated in real time by a black box AI that really, it answers to no one. So in this world, police forces don't really investigate crimes after they happen. They actually intercept citizens before the thought even, before it even materializes into action. When the law punishes the thought instead of the action, we kind of stop being human beings. We just become biological liabilities, really, just waiting to be neutralized. Yeah, but, I mean, here's the ultimate paradox of this whole pre-crime logic. If you get arrested today for a crime you're supposed to commit tomorrow, well, then the crime never actually happens. So, was the prediction actually right? I mean, the system will just claim it saved a life, which creates this unbreakable loop of assumed guilt. It can just never be disproven. So, you're back in your kitchen, and the clock strikes 8:10 p.m., meaning you've got, 4 minutes left? Just 4 minutes. And then the wood of your front door finally just splinters, and the hinges give way with this deafening crack. So imagine this, a figure just bursts into your home, right? And, it isn't the police, it's an intruder. They're desperate, clearly erratic, and they have a weapon? Yeah, they're holding a weapon. And then they lunge toward you. So your eyes dart over to that kitchen knife you left out on the counter. And if you grab it, even just to defend yourself, you suddenly become the exact violent felon the AI predicted. The prophecy it completes itself. And that's kind of the ultimate trap of absolute prediction, right? You can either choose to just die innocent, or you can choose to survive and prove the machine right. So, which do you choose? Welcome to the thought experiment. And, while this exact scenario feels a lot like a Black Mirror episode, the underlying mechanics are actually already operating, just kind of running in the background of our lives. I mean, algorithms already predict our creditworthiness, our employability. They even look at our likelihood of reoffending in modern parole hearings. So the question isn't really if they'll gain more power. It's when we'll surrender the last of our agency. So I really want to know, if you receive that notification tonight, what would you do? Just let me know in the comments below. Hit subscribe, and yeah, never stop questioning the system.